Ramble.
Thank you to Best Fiends, Upstart, EVERLANE, Honey, and JOYBIRD for sponsoring today's episode of the TryPod. Let's do it.
What was it that happened? You just had a monster bulge?
In the first one, I think you got up in between the episodes, but in the first one, really, I could see the full outline of your dick and slash
Sort of
balls. And
I think South Park called it a bubble goose.
oh my God, yeah.
Bubble goose?
So, but you think pixelating it drew
does.
more attention?
Way more attention, because the Gaussian blur was like this big. It was like I had a pizza in my lap that was blurred. It was so gargantuan.
Well, to be honest, Keith,
Well,
congratulations
thank
on
you
the
so
big
much.
blur.
Thank you so much.
Your goose is honking.
It was quite big.
Now, why didn't you want people to know that you did actually have a pizza on your lap and not a bulge?
I guess I should have gotten at least a little Red Baron microwave pizza in my lap. I don't know. It just, I thought it drew more attention than necessary.
That's correct, yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone would have noticed, and if they had noticed, it's a free country.
Yeah, it's
A free country.
free
Sometimes
country.
you sit and you can kind of see a little outline out here and there.
We should do a recording sometime where it's just like we're lying down and we just encourage people to look at our booties the whole time.
The booty
It's
pod.
somehow a little bit more palatable than just clocking down a giant bulge.
But maybe it's time that we just normalize it.
Boudoir episode.
A bulge.
You see shapely
You want
figures.
bulges to be the cleavage of men.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey.
that's all we got.
okay.
That's all you got.
That's all we got. I mean, or we could start doing butt cleavage, and I'll wear those pants that have like the V in the back, so you can see the crack.
How have we not made that video yet?
Yeah.
Which one?
butt
Try guys have.
Try guys, try
Bulges?
TikTok leggings with the butt cleavage.
Oh, okay.
It's like a V. It's like essentially
Like a way of stitching that basically like inserts it into your asshole.
Sounds awesome.
It's pretty intense. I
That's not the
imagine,
butt
but
cleavage.
I haven't ever tried it.
That's the leggings that have like that hexagonal pattern that really make everyone's butt look amazing. But I'm talking about the pants where like literally the back seam of the waist dips down
Swoops.
to look like the front of a lady's shirt being cleavagey.
Oh,
But
I haven't seen
it's for the
those.
butt cheeks.
No, it's an invention. Why is it that plumbers' cracks
real.
are grotesque? You know, everyone likes a little butt.
You're saying the
But if we
back of the jeans or
Okay.
leggings have a V
Butt
shape
cleavage.
We have started.
to
by the way.
show
No, we
the
got
butt
Okay,
cleavage?
I'm gonna find.
I'm sorry, Miles.
Oh
we
my
need to start
God.
over.
No, we have started. I just wanted to let you know this.
I
all
know
be
we've
in.
started.
Yeah, okay. good.
Obviously. What, you
All
think
right.
this is-
Miles, we're professionals.
All right, good. I
This
just want to tell you.
This isn't
Because
just
we
us
don't
shooting
push
the
the
shit.
buttons anymore. It doesn't mean we don't know how the buttons get pushed, but I do. Yeah, I would be lost behind that.
I know. There's a lot of buttons now.
Yeah.
No, I can't find it. Did I dream
The
it?
mix sounds great, by the way.
Hey, thanks, by the way.
Did I dream it? Did I dream this? Is it not
It
real?
sounds very strange. I thought you were talking about the TikTok leggings.
No, I thought these pants existed. I swear I've seen like a pop star wear these pants, like Miley Cyrus.
Even
would be
the
person
TikTok
who wear it.
leggings, I'm confused by the engineering. What stitching pattern do you have to make to like have something just like be concave into your booty?
I guess
Yeah.
you just have to have a really tight booty seam. Like the seam has to be
Right,
shorter
the
than it
seam
needs
is
to be.
right along the crack, and then that part is
It has
Yeah.
to be too short.
too tight.
It has to
Yeah.
be
So
too
that way
short.
that it sort of elasticizes
Right.
in.
Right.
It's like there's two waistbands.
Right.
There's a waistband around your waist and a waistband that goes under your undercarriage. Undercarriage.
It's rocket science,
Undercarriage.
pretty much. You know, we can send a person to moon, and we can make your butt look good.
That's right. Welcome to the TryPod, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a good morning. Everybody's here. Zach's got some liquids. Ned's looking kind of cool. You kind of look like a early 2000s like punk rocker.
All
a little bit.
right,
I think
yeah.
you look good.
Ned,
Like,
what the hell happened, man? You're looking kind of cool.
Hey,
You're looking
thanks,
kinda
man.
cool.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Cool.
Your pants have like a seam right under the knees, and I don't really understand it, but I like
Yeah,
it.
they're kind of like motorcycle style pants. I like them because they aren't as tight as my other ones.
You know what? That is such a great way to describe Ned's fashion is kind of motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you wear
Yeah.
leather jackets and they're not quite badass, but it's like kind of motorcycle.
Kind of motorcycle.
almost
Yeah.
pilot. Almost motorcycle.
Almost motorcycle, almost pilot. Ariel bought me this shirt. It's kind of like a acid wash,
Big fan.
kind of gray.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Definitely looks like something I would have worn in middle school, but I think that's the fashion these days. It's our middle school fashion as elder millennials.
I gotta buy all new clothes. I gotta go on a real shopping spree.
I just bought some sweaters this morning on the internet. And by I mean Becky.
Yeah.
Bought them for me.
I've realized that, it's something that delights Ariel and something that I abhor. So, I mean, it's great. It's a win-win. She gets to have fun shopping for extra clothes, and I don't have to deal with me thinking about myself.
She shows it to me and says, "Do you like this?" And I go, "Uh-huh." And then she'll be like, "Okay." And then if I go, "Uh-uh," she's like, "Okay." And that's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great.
Yeah.
Get yourself
Zach,
a
I feel
loving
like
wife.
you are the most Gen Z fashion oriented out of all of us.
Thank you.
Like you're very on trend.
Wow. Wow.
How does that
Keep clapping.
How does that happen?
Are you calling me fashionable?
I think you're fashionable, yeah. But you
Yeah, I think
also,
so, too.
you just
Hell
were
yeah.
over here like, oh, I have to buy all new clothes. Literally never a sentence that I have ever uttered or thought.
Yeah.
So what, kind of like,
Wow, I'm in the hot seat.
no.
I'm feeling
Just
I'm
walk me
feeling
through the process. You're like, you see things that are like different and like trendy and
You're drawn to.
that you're drawn to it, and then you
I
kind
try
of like
and-
try and seek it out.
Well, I try and center my fashion around pieces, so I try and figure out.
What's a
boy.
piece you got your eye on?
I mean, I'm
these
big into
days?
jackets, right? So I'll find
Right.
like very cool jackets, and that's somewhere where I'm willing to invest more, and then I will intentionally invest less on like shitty used T-shirts or oversized, thrift finds, and I try and mix those together.
So like if people are trying to dress kind of like you, it's like you get one like $5,000 jacket.
Yeah,
and then sort of a couple of Target.
5,000. You have a
Drop
$5,000
5G.
jacket.
No.
That's crazy.
No, I don't know. I mean, I've spent
Multiple
up on a
months, right?
jacket before, multiple hundos.
You're
on-
right. Yeah,
on
sure.
one
Well,
piece.
last
a
it.
good leather jacket costs a little bit of money.
Pete, are you okay?
A good leather jacket. A good leather jacket. You got to think about this. A cow had to become a calf had to become a cow.
Yeah.
Had to have sex with another cow, and then that had a calf, and then that's gonna grow up someday.
Yeah.
to
Be killed
be
for your
a
clothing.
jacket.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
There was
tough.
a time in my life where like I was purely intellectually attracted to shoes. I was going to say sexually, but it wasn't actually sexual. Like shoes were what kind of got me off, but now I just
Jesus.
intellectually.
Intellectually
Yeah.
speaking, of course.
yeah,
Yes.
my brain is just all over the place. But now like I just need comfy shoes, so I'm like fuck it. So it's all jackets, baby.
I sweat too much for jacket fashion.
I sweat too much for clothes.
Anytime I consider having a jacket, I'm like, well, I'm going to sweat all day.
You might be noticing me wearing a lot of black lately.
Yeah.
It's sweat.
Yeah.
I sweat, and black is the hardest to see the sweat on camera. So
I'm wearing a sweater and I have a heat pad on my back right now, so I'm just living in heat land.
I'm sweating.
Me too.
I just got back from New York, and that is a fashionable place. I mean, it's everywhere we went. It seemed like people were just like dressed
That's
cool.
true.
Here's one thing I noticed. Leather pants. There was like more than one there was a lot of leather pants that I saw.
Why that doesn't appeal to me.
Me neither.
It's like all
I mean,
day
it's
would be like
colder
getting
there.
out of a leather armchair.
It's
like
gotta
every time
be
you
just-
stand up, your butt would just smack off of your own leather pants.
Yeah.
Right? Or are
I
they
don't-
lined?
Maybe they were like pleather
Even
with
that.
a little, cushion
that?
on the
Wouldn't it be
inside
like
or
the-
something.
Every time you get out of your chair, you
Weird.
guys ever
Yeah.
get sweaty in the
Yeah,
summer on
yeah.
a leather armchair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what, gang?
Rainey feels me over. Rainey's off camera, really giggling, enjoying the sound effects. My mic is
I know.
falling.
I noticed your mic fell.
It always does.
What's that about?
Can we buy a new mic stand just for me? Only me.
Yeah, that's a good
This
point.
one always sinkies.
Absolutely.
It always sinkies. Wasn't the
Sinkies.
plan to get like super dope like shit built into the wall?
Yeah, that would be good, but we shoot in here sometimes now, so we can't do that.
We
Says
have
who?
some.
They kick me out and they move the stuff around at night sometimes.
That is true. And we have some super dopes that we have the
We
cameras.
got cameras on the walls.
Cameras are mounted into the walls.
Okay, can we just buy Keith's face?
I'm gonna get a new. Yeah, I
Maybe
need to
just
get-
new.
We got it.
This
I
one's
got
held
it.
together with tape.
Yeah, that one's fucked up. It's
Well-
because we used our old. You know what? We were trying to go for the butt option, but we gotta
How's
go for new one.
how's the giant television, Miles?
You can't see on camera, but this TV is bigger than any TV I've ever seen, and it is on the wall. And I'm trying to connect to the computer, And I don't know what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna cover it with like a cover at some
Cover it
point.
with a cover, like a bird.
Because we're not gonna use it all the time, and it is an obelisk.
Is it an 84-inch television?
I think it's 80-inch,
Yeah.
but the story with this TV is it was a freebie because Eugene and Matt bought it, and then they put it in their living room, and they realized it didn't fit in their house.
Yeah,
It literally like
makes
their
sense.
wall has these posts. It's an old West Hollywood house, and like it literally you cannot put a TV this size there. So what? They didn't return it; they just kept it.
You'd think that people would, in that case, return the thing, but maybe sometimes they have restrictive.
I think
things.
it was they couldn't return it.
It's
for
like
some reason.
it's like if you don't get it in the first week, they really got you.
too big.
So this TV was then brought here. We realized this TV is too big to put anywhere else.
It was leaned against the wall for 4
But
months.
we made it work in a smaller room.
Did
I
you
was
make it work or
What if, Miles,
I mean, it is here.
it is on the wall?
what if you just put it? Always had a testing computer and always like a screensaver of just yourself.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
Rainey would love
at the
that.
beach.
I like stock footage of me frolicking.
Yes.
I think that's a great idea.
We should take a day and we shoot stock footage of Miles having fun, and then we put it on a 6-hour loop.
Yeah.
And it just plays, and every time you come in, you just see Miles, and it's like kind of like a wedding video.
Yeah, I
like where
that.
you look and you smile, and it kind of has like a flash to white,
As
and then it
we
shows you running
go
after a frisbee and missing it and laughing.
I love that. Yeah.
And then you're like sitting in a nice picnic, and there's a nice like dolly shot left to right, and you're like toasting someone just off camera. We can't quite see. And then the next shot, it's like
He's toasting someone off camera.
Hey, howdy.
Yeah.
I'm just raising a glass of champagne.
And then there's a turnaround shot, and then you see it's a man dressed in a big bear costume.
Yeah.
And he's waving, but now it's in slow motion.
Okay, interesting.
Just like really fun footage.
I love
Yeah.
it. I think that's a fantastic idea. And that was my goal, was to maybe like play black and white movies, but what are the black and white movies of me?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
That's a really good idea.
You
Yeah, I mean, you
recreating the third
requested
man?
a TV up here. I know it's a little big, but what do you intend
bit.
on using this TV for?
Gaming, probably Fortnite.
Probably for gaming, yeah.
Well, that would be good for that.
That would be really good. Smash tournament, etc.
Well, that's a great
I
idea.
think that's a fantastic
Company
idea.
bonding.
Company
bonding.
bonding.
Yeah.
A company bonding TV. We can come in here, watch sexy videos.
Company bondage. Yeah.
Company bondage TV, right?
You sitting down right now? Sitting down on a piece of furniture you love or a piece of furniture you like? Because you could make it one that you love. It could really fit your room just right. You're getting older. You're starting to look around like, maybe I need to make this place look more like me. How could I do that? Well, I'll tell you how with JOYBIRD. JOYBIRD offers modern, customizable furniture for every space, available in a variety of vibrant, durable fabric options. And their fall sale, JOYBIRD's fall sale is here. I actually do have a JOYBIRD couch in my home. If you've seen pictures of my beautiful cat Alfred or my beautiful kitten Grandpa Barry on it, it was so great. It was fast, easy. I loved it. It was dope. Each piece is made with incredible care using responsibly sourced materials free of harmful chemicals. Through partnerships with groups like One Tree Planted, JOYBIRD is helping conserve and restore Earth's most precious natural resources. That's dope. Quality craftsmanship, stain and scratch resistant fabrics, and a limited lifetime warranty. JOYBIRD furniture can handle anything your family throws at it, literally. If it's not everything you've hoped for, you can send it back within 90 days. And you can create a space that brings you joy with JOYBIRD. Visit joybird.com/tryguys and get 30% off your purchase. That's 30% off at joybird.com/tryguys.
Well, gang, that brings us to our first segment here. Obviously, it's been a while since we've sat down in the studio, so we got a really exciting segment. You guys have seen Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee?
Yeah.
So today we're doing Comedians That Try Getting Coffee. Now, Keith, I'm going to have you take our orders and go use the new coffee machine.
That's a good idea. I haven't used it at all.
And you're going to come on back.
Am I going to go on the phone?
I'm super intimidated by it. I'm super intimidated by it.
I have not used it. I have no idea how to use it.
There's been days where I've wanted coffee.
Okay, what's everybody want?
For context here, we got one of those coffee machines with like the slide, the touch screen where you can slide through, and there's pre-made, like get your mocha and your Kappa monkey and your.
But there's also like packages.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not just point and click, man. There's like there's something you have to do. Sure. I was there when it was installed, and this is like, so we shopped for coffee makers, right? And we looked at some like personal coffee makers, and then we realized that with an office of 20 people, that sucker's gonna break.
It's
like
pretty good.
2 months.
This guy.
And this guy is industrial strength. We don't even
We're a real company now.
We don't even own it. We rent it.
No way.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Stone.
Yeah.
Wait, that piece of shit. We pay a monthly fee.
All right, well, it's pretty good. I mean,
I think that POS is like a multi-$1,000 machine.
Oh my god.
all right, Keith, you calling?
Keith is gone. I've only used it for hot water. We also have a water cooler that makes hot water, but there's something satisfying about pressing a button and walking away.
Oh, really? I love the water cooler button because it's so off limits most of the time.
you have to press the
you have to press
the
in.
button.
It's like break for emergency.
Oh, ow.
Jesus, Keith, you're live in the studio.
Keith Aversberger, thanks for calling in. What's your question for us?
Hi, I would love to know what you guys want to drink.
What the
There's
fuck
also
is
a
going
drill
on?
out here.
Oh, they're drilling out there? That's cool.
Why? What are
Yeah,
they
but
drilling?
it's fine. They're
Are they-
building the treadmills for the video.
They're building the treadmills.
Wow.
We're doing a like last to stop running video, or we're doing treadmill trivia, which will turn into last to stop running wins.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
You guys been liking these trivia videos we've been doing? They're pretty fun for us.
You
So,
asking me?
I was asking the audience, but how do you feel about that?
I'm
That
thrilled
coffee video
because
we made.
I just ask questions and you guys suffer. I love it.
So, Keith,
I'm on the podcast right now. No, it's okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, touch the insert pack. Where are the packs?
the packs are right next to it.
Nope, they're not anymore. They're gone.
They moved
They're gone.
the packs.
I just asked for the packs, and she just walked into the studio.
Oh, wow. I know there is milk
And
foam.
now she's doing one of those both
Yeah.
arms up. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know what's
milk
going
foam.
on. Sort
Wait,
of
there's
look.
milk foam in
Yeah.
the machine?
Yeah, you can use the
Yeah.
machine, the powdered milk, and it makes a milk foam, like a cappuccino.
Or
etc.
you can BYOM. Bring your own
Keith,
milk.
I'm ready to order.
I could make you some. I found Zydeco tea here.
Not a
And
fan.
I found. Gosh, this looks interesting. I found some coffee, but it doesn't make sense to me. Are these how the packs look?
Yes.
It looks like it's like a bunch of them, like they would go in a vending machine.
Yep, that's correct.
Wait,
It's-
I can't quite picture this. Can you describe what you're holding?
Yes. Okay. So there's like a long plastic bar on the top, and coming down from it are little pegs. Thanks.
Mhm.
They're in there. What do you need me to do? Okay, guys, I'm being led to the treadmill.
What?
I don't
Wait,
know, guys.
no.
You want me on the treadmill?
No.
No, no, no.
No, we can't do a screen test right now. We're in the middle of a podcast.
I'm on the treadmill, and I don't know what to do. I'm holding coffee, and my head's close to the lamps. But I think it's okay. And this is
That's what
we're
they need to
testing.
test.
How
And I
close
really
is
can't
this?
hear anybody because the headphones have great noise canceling power, and I can't. Should I get off of it?
So you can hear us, but
Okay.
not the people who are trying to talk to you out there?
Yes.
That's pretty
Yes,
funny.
Ned, that is correct, sir. And I'm holding a lot of coffee, and everyone's kind of looking at me confused. We're good?
Now, is the coffee made or is the coffee in a
Ned,
bag?
Ned, they want you to come get on the treadmill.
We're recording a podcast.
I know. Okay, the packs are back. They've all appeared again. And,
Wow.
and now what? How can I take your order?
Okay, Keith, I want to get one of the coffee packs that's like the Pete's coffee.
Okay, we got
We have Pete's
Cafe
coffee?
Domingo and French roast.
Let's get the coffee Domingo, please.
Ooh, I'll take a French roast. I'd like to be fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Keith, I would just like some foamed oat milk, please.
Oh my God, Jesus
I
Christ.
can give you frothed real milk. And
No,
that's, I think it.
I want a frothy cup of oat milk.
Okay, Alexandria's telling me I can do what you want.
I do kind of want to
And I
learn
really
this,
am
though.
upset that she said that. I guess I can froth you oat milk.
By the way, I did
guess. Is
put in
there oat
an
milk in here?
order for matcha.
Yeah, here it is.
It's on the way.
So, Keith, what's it like, being Keith? Sorry, I'm trying to do the Jerry Seinfeld.
What's the deal with being Keith?
Yeah. Well, once you're done with that single cup of coffee, we're going to have you go ahead and come back.
Keith, we
got the oat
ordered
milk
coffee from a better place than you.
The service took too long.
We went to a pumpkin patch this weekend.
That's good.
And-
You just sorry. Yeah, I get. Yeah.
I forced my family to stop at Starbucks so that I could get a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, baller.
I was the only one that wanted it. But I was
Yeah.
like, we're going to a pumpkin patch. We're going to make this festive AF.
Yeah.
And
I think
it was
you did-
great. It
you
was
did the
great.
right thing.
We did West. It was really only Ariel that was upset.
I think a pumpkin spice latte is baller. And if people who are have a problem with them need to lighten up.
They need to lighten the fuck up.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, 'tis the season. You know what I mean, Ned?
Right? Don't yuck other people's yum.
Yeah, that's
right.
a good point. Sorry, it's my fault that I'm not sad all the
Guys, I'm
time.
coming
Oh,
back
you
in.
can't handle other people's joy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm coming back in with the
Oh,
coffee.
Okay,
Should I
Keith's
hang
back in
up?
with a coffee.
Keith Habersberger, welcome back.
Guys, can we talk about what I experienced out there?
Please, Keith.
Because I was wearing noise canceling headphones and everyone was talking to me, but I couldn't hear them. I could only hear you clearly ignoring me and turning my mic all the way down.
At the very end.
Especially then. I was like having full conversations, trying to understand what was going on. The machine, all the pieces for the machine were removed for the shoot, so they were somewhere else. And then I was put on a treadmill, at which point 2 men who were assembling the treadmill seemed like they didn't want me on the treadmill, but Rachel did want me on the treadmill. So everyone's looking at me, and I can only hear you guys just sort of talking. It was really, I felt like I was in a dream where like I wasn't
Wow.
there. I wasn't there, and I was there. It was one of the most weird experience. It was probably the weirdest experience I've had in this office.
I enjoy
Yeah.
it. That's great.
Logistical question.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to take for them to build the treadmill? Because we may want to
One of those
hold.
treadmills is pretty much done.
Okay, and they're building 2 more?
They're building 2 more.
All right,
Guys,
cool.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Does Miles sound a little wiser today? Like a little more manly?
Like
a little
his
more
left hand is a little heavier.
like
Oh.
Miles.
Yes, sir.
Did you get married?
Damn right.
Yeah.
That's right. I got married twice.
Hit the sound effects board.
What's
Give
that?
us- give us
Oh,
a-
yeah.
No, not that one.
But yeah, I did get married twice, and it was a true blast. One on my honeymoon, and it was a truly glorious day. Glad that it went well. Glad that it's now done. The stress of the wedding planning is done. But you know, one of the best days of my life. You all boys were there, partied,
We had a good time.
Partied hard.
party hardy.
I was rolling hard on X. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking fucked up, dude.
No.
It was definitely once the bar closed, you would think like, oh, that's like no more drinks, but actually,
Yeah.
it was the type of situation where you had purchased all the alcohol.
Yeah, it's
so
our
once the bar
house.
closed,
Yeah.
it just meant that there were no bartenders to serve you measured drinks.
Exactly.
Just bottles of booze for Alexandria to pour a big old tumbler of whiskey.
Yeah, once
So
the
I
bar.
got very drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and
do you remember
hungover.
the bar closing?
I did not black out, but I was very hungover the next day
Yeah.
and quite dizzy in the rideshare home.
It got to the point where we were like, we should coordinate a fake shot. Right?
Yeah.
but no, it was fantastic. And one of the reasons we did it at our house was like, we felt like, because a lot of wedding venues are like, hey, you can have your wedding here, but at 11, it's done. You got to go home.
True.
10 o'clock now for a lot of them.
It's crazy.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
fuck that. So we did it at our house and we paid the DJs till midnight. So we're partying, dancing. The dancing was absolutely lit. The DJs
Oh,
were
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
and then at
great.
midnight, we just all went into our house and kept partying.
It was a wedding. It was a wedding house party.
Yeah,
It was
and
cool.
it kind of changed the game for me. Like, you know, I'm still, you've lapped me, right? You
Yeah,
got
that's right.
engaged after me, married before me.
Damn right.
So now I get to
yeah.
look at your wedding. And honestly, of all the weddings I've been to, I think yours inspired me the most.
Really?
It really,
Wow.
like, genuinely, because I
Inspirational.
like the vibe of. Oh, hey, come on in. Fuck my story. We got
Oh.
caffeine, baby.
There we
Fancy
go.
Rendering me
coffees.
totally worthless.
Oh
We
my
got
God.
coffee. We got
On the
stuff.
Yeah.
same
For
podcast, we get
somebody-
a delivery of.
Yeah, sorry,
for
Keith.
I
I
ordered
heard
this
tea.
coffee
I was
before
like,
that
it looks like
segment.
tea.
But yeah, so we, I'm glad that it was inspiring. That's very sweet.
Because, okay.
Ceremony was beautiful.
Thank you.
by the
Anyway, it was
way.
really fun.
The
Really
vows
fun.
crushed.
Those are so sweet, so funny.
Do you think
Your
we can
personality was expressed so beautifully
Recreate
between both of
the
you.
best joke of the wedding.
I think
Can
so.
we do it justice?
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you said, which was, my mother was excited to marry you because you're the closest to a lesbian I'm ever gonna get. Which I think is so fucking
Killed.
funny, classic,
Killed.
and makes me feel seen.
The crowd was
It was-
like
there were lots of
peeing
good
their
jokes.
pants laughing for 5 minutes.
both
that
from
was very
both
funny.
from your wife and yourself.
Thank you so
Great
much.
jokes all around. I
Do you
enjoyed
now, do you just go around saying my wife all the time?
Well, I don't say it. I don't say, you know, my wife, the Borat, or the
Ned.
Fulmer. But
Oh, do I have a
wife.
signature way of saying it?
my wife? You
My
know.
wife.
My wife.
Well,
Like
my
you-
wife.
Whether you're getting into nature, getting into trouble, or getting into cool weather layers, you can't go wrong with denim from EVERLANE. It's ethically made, perfectly fit. It's denim you can get behind.
Oh my God, Ned, your butt looks incredible.
It's denim from EVERLANE.
Oh,
Wow, I gotta get me some of those.
So you guys aren't experiencing the inside here.
Bro, your butt looks fire right now.
It
Can I
feels-
just say, is it feel fire?
Feels kind of soft.
Now, if I'm correct, EVERLANE has form-flattering jeans, right? They have 3 signature fits
Yep.
to hit all the right places.
You got the way high jeans, which is the highest rise, defines your true waist for a flattering rise and a straight classic cut.
Oh, they also, I think they have those cheeky jeans.
That's what I'm wearing right now. They
Yeah.
have an easy high rise, slightly curved cut to give you your best butt ever, and slouch jeans with a relaxed low mid rise and straight slouchy cut that sits at your hips for extra comfort. Go to everlane.com/tryguys and sign up for 10% off your first order plus free shipping. And get easy returns within 30 days of your ship date. That's 10% off your first order when you go to everlane.com/tryguys and sign up.
Get a butt like Ned's, only at EVERLANE.
Girl, you browsing, but you're spending too much money. Allow me to introduce you, or perhaps even reintroduce you, to Honey. Honey is the plugin that searches the internet for coupons to put directly into your cart as you check out, so you don't have to do that and you save money every time you shop.
And here's how it works. Imagine there's a little button that drops down, the Honey button. All you got to do is say, click Apply Coupons. And then beep-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop, Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site. And if they find a working coupon, the prices just drop. Just like that.
Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, from tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery.
This is actually a big purchase. We were buying some of the desks for our office space.
Oh, yeah.
And Honey saved us over $100.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Huge! Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you're straight up missing out on free savings, baby. It's literally free, installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you're going to do yourself a solid, and you're going to support this TryPod podcast right here. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/tryguys. That's joinhoney.com/tryguys.
But no, I do. And it is kind of nice to be like, oh, my wife is actually going to order XYZ. Makes me feel older, wiser. Also, I got glasses immediately after I got married because I was blind before. So I tried on, during the wedding, I tried on my friend's glasses as a goof, being like, look at me in your glasses, right? Bullying him, shoving him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I took his glasses, wore them, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Everything is way clearer. That's fucking weird. And Sarah was like, no, it's not. Whatever. Like, you're just joshing. And I was like, I think I should go to the eye doctor. And so I went to the eye doctor, and they were like, yeah, you need glasses.
Wow,
How
you're a
did you
nerd
not
now.
notice that things were getting a little fuzzy?
Because I had really good vision for most of my life. And then just like, it's the thing, I just did not notice that it was fuzzy because it is what I was seeing all the time.
Sure.
So like, and it's only
Yeah.
distance stuff. Like everything around me is usually fine, but like driving, things like that. And so recently I've just been like, oh, like taking them off, taking them on.
Well,
and-
I got to tell you right now.
Wait, can I try
This
them
is
on?
serious Mandela effect for me because I thought you always had glasses.
What?
In my mind, this is how you look.
well, I know, and I think they fit my face
You
well.
look like a guy who wears glasses.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rewind time and look at how I've seen you before, and I
Wow.
can't imagine you without them.
Never had
And I've only
glasses.
seen you a few times with them at this point.
Yeah, I know.
And it just seems like, yeah, he wears glasses. I just assumed like you were a
Immediately
contacts boy.
normalized.
Yeah, no, never. And I wore like blue light glasses a handful of times before this.
Yeah,
but
so
now-
maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why. But
A
now,
handsome
yeah.
pair on your face. You
Is
look
that
good.
sort of a tortoiseshell-esque?
Exactly. I went for the, shout out Warby Parker, friend of the show. But
Mr. Warby.
Mr. Warby. But no, I like him a lot. I'm a big fan, and now I can see him. And I get the blue light glasses, but I don't know if that's actually bullshit.
That, I mean, going back to like why it inspired me,
Oh,
is
yeah.
like the ability to have a wedding just transition into a house party hang.
Mm-hmm.
It was just nice. It was intimate. It was fun, and like frankly, house parties are fucking dope.
Yeah.
So, I loved it.
Your invite said drama appreciated,
With
which
the
was very
outfits,
cool.
of
Outfits
course.
were great.
Yeah.
But Keith and I owe you an apology because I feel like we created some drama.
We did.
Oh yeah,
At the wedding.
Now I'm
Oh,
curious.
yeah.
Before you
I
tell the story, were you aware of said drama?
Yeah.
Everyone is aware. Everyone's
I
aware.
think everyone at the party was aware.
Okay.
It was-
Cool.
Let me tell you my side of the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to set the scene, beautiful ceremony, beautiful wedding. We have dinner. There's some speeches. We move on to dancing. We're partying. We're
It's in
having
Miles's
a great
backyard.
time. In Miles's backyard.
Connects to his house, and then there's
Yeah.
like Yeah.
Correct.
It's basically the bar
Um,
opens. It's after the speeches and dinner. And so we
after
go
one
in.
of the speeches.
Well, but see, here's the thing. Most of the time, speeches don't have a break. You do all the speeches at weddings,
Yep.
and then that's the end of the speeches.
Yeah, so just to
It
be
is.
clear, before we get to the end of the story, you kind of fucked up.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm just saying,
wrong.
but just-
all the weddings I've been to, I've never had there be a break
I was
of
trying-
speeches.
Before, we get it too
This
into
is
it,
my context.
with that was just trying to lure the audience into thinking we've already had the speeches. 'Cause
Right,
that's what
and
we all
like
thought.
again, no one's at fault here, but you did fuck up.
Yeah,
Miles.
it's my fault.
So I want
Sure.
you to know
I'm
that.
just saying, hey, look, it's my side of the story, Zach. Let me tell it without your color of the story.
Okay.
We were in getting drinks, right? And there was also a bathroom line, large bathroom line, because there were two bathrooms. One is a hall bathroom, one is the main bathroom. But the hall bathroom, the toilet stopped working. It wouldn't flush. It had broken. So everyone was using the main bathroom.
Correct.
Now me, being the friendly guy I am, I'm like, well, I have fixed a toilet before. Let me see if I can fix it so that it can be a usable bathroom, at least for peeing. Because at this point, 4 people had just peed in it, and now there was just 4 people's pee, and that can't last forever. Eventually,
Nice.
pee will go all over the place.
Of course.
So I went in, and I made it. Here's what I had to do, Miles. I put my hand into the back of your toilet and held the plunger down until the water level rose enough that it would keep the plunger down.
So you can flush.
So that I could flush all that pee away. And then I tried to hook it together so it would work, but it was very fragile. So I came out and told people, hey, you can use this toilet, but here's what you're going to have to do to flush it.
Yeah.
So don't poop in there. And I was trying to make sure everybody knew not to poop in
And
there.
while this is happening,
Yeah.
it turns out there is a second round of speeches that's
Right.
happening.
Uh-huh.
And the way that the house is oriented, the speeches are on the dance floor, which immediately leads into the kind of
The room where the bathroom
the
is.
waiting room for the bathroom.
Yep.
And also, there's like a very clear glimpse into the room. So
Correct.
I see the speeches happening. I try and walk out, and some lady in front is like, no, you can't leave. There are speeches happening.
Not even that. No, it was that you can't leave. There's a toast
Yeah, there's a toast happening.
happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, a toast is typically 30 seconds long.
Yeah.
when you're telling, when
feel-
I'm making a toast, it's not very long.
I feel trapped. People can see me
Yeah.
anywhere I go. If I move to the side, people can still see me. If I move in the center, people can still see me. The lady's like, no, you can't go outside. I'm like, oh no.
And there's
oh no.
a
We're
house.
trapped.
And there's a house.
Huh?
Right.
So
Yes.
so everyone is facing the speech, intimate speech. One of my best friends in the world. Don't see him that often.
Beautiful speech.
He's sort of pouring his heart out there.
He was crying, I
He's
think.
pouring, and I see Ned kind of like imagine someone peeking around a door. Ned is right in the photos. I am positive you
Oh,
can
man.
see
Wow.
There's
No.
photos, there's
Oh,
videos
no.
of Ned going, oh, what should we? And he's
How do
sort
I?
of
Yeah, because
standing
I
there.
I wanted to listen to it, but you also
Yeah.
couldn't really hear it inside the
And
house
there's
because they were
laughing,
pointed.
there's
And then,
giggling.
The speakers were pointed away from
I
us.
am now increasingly finding the toilet hilarious.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
as I'm
yeah.
describing what people need to do, other people, because it wasn't just Ned and I in that room,
yeah.
were saying,
I know who was there.
Yeah. We're very much.
Trust me.
I know you do.
know who was there.
We're very much encouraging the bit of the humor of the toilet.
Yeah.
And I imagine
Funny.
it got louder.
And it's sort
Now,
of the
if I
type of thing, because we couldn't hear people outside,
Yeah.
I think we also assumed that they couldn't hear us, but it turns out
Yeah.
they could.
Oh yeah.
Now, if I could pause the story here and kind of bring in my perspective.
Yeah, please.
Now, our table, we had, what was the opposite of nosebleeds? We kind of had a recessed
Dungeon table.
section
Yeah.
The dungeon.
in your
We
backyard.
put you in the
We
bush.
noticed you put all of your bosses and boss adjacents
Yep.
in the furthest table.
We were the
away.
furthest away, and
couldn't
we
see
were,
anything.
we were also lower down.
We put you in a bush.
So,
yeah.
like literally, the yard is one level, and
Yeah,
then there's
we're
a
in the
big
we're
step
in
down.
the driveway. Our table's in the driveway.
We're down, but
which
that's
is 3
fine. You
feet
know, I
low.
would look
Yeah,
just
sure.
happy to be there.
You know
Just
what?
Happy to be there.
course.
Happy to
Happy
be
to be
there.
I
there.
understand you've got family and friends much closer.
For
I was
months,
fine with that.
I've been shocked that I was even invited.
Sure.
Same.
I mean, Sarah's idea. So I can't actually see the speech, but I can definitely hear it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it sounds beautiful. But what I can also hear
Yeah.
is 2 distinct voices of my friends Keith and Ned, and just an occasional
Okay.
very loud.
Arguably the most inappropriate people to be talking during a speech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your boss.
sure, yeah.
And so I don't see anything. I don't see this peaking.
Yeah.
But I definitely hear 2 distinct voices of Keith and Ned.
Yeah.
And, look, it was probably a minute, maybe a minute and a half
Sure.
which during a wedding speech feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
And our table, we're just kind of looking at each other. And Ariel's like, oh, I oughta.
Yeah.
And Becky's like, oh, I oughta. And we don't really know what to do. And it's clear that we got to do something, but we don't really know. And I think she gets on her phone to text you, but your phone is at the table.
And my phone is on silent as to not interrupt the wedding.
Of course.
I was totally oblivious to that we were affecting this speech.
Oh, it was clear.
I
it
figured.
was oblivious. I was just like, I'm ignorant. I didn't know what I was doing.
You're right.
Of course.
And
again, soft, sort of heartfelt. He's tearing. Everyone's tearing.
I felt pretty terrible about it. So terrible, in fact, that I pretty much never went on the dance floor for the rest of the night because every time I walked outside, I felt that all the wedding guests who didn't know who I was hated me.
Yeah.
So I kind of like hid in the house the entire party.
Okay, yeah.
Talking to people that I had made friends with about the toilet.
Yeah.
And those are my toilet gang.
and it's good to hear your perspective because obviously and I knew in the moment you did not know how loud it was because there's a speaker in the house that was playing the speech, but it's in the living room. So I figured you probably did not. You weren't.
No, we
aware.
couldn't hear the speech at all. It was
At
very
all.
it was a very upsetting. We felt trapped.
Yeah.
We felt like we were missing out. And then once we realized we were being disruptive,
Then we were
felt
in trouble.
mortified.
They were like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Awful.
I didn't know. I wish someone had just walked in
We
there.
should have just
and
walked by
pushed-
that lady. I mean, who is she?
Was she my wedding planner?
Maybe. She should have shoved us out of that
She should
room.
have shoved
I know.
Yeah.
I was that, and also that adds an extra wrinkle that I was unaware of. That
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
don't escape,"
I
which
think-
is you are trapped there.
Look, the takeaway here, Miles, is
And by the way, I'm so excited for your wedding, Zach. Who's giving speeches?
going to be screaming during the speeches. I think the takeaway here is that it is ultimately your fault.
Yeah, my fault. And by the way,
and-
I don't want to speak on that. Fully my fault.
So that's all I have to say.
We
Are we going to
eventually
title this Keith,
The
and
drama.
Ned, Keith and Ned ruined Miles' wedding?
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
great
it's a
title.
good
I brought it up for a drama thumbnail.
yeah.
And also, it's a good story. But we eventually realized that even though we were blocked from the back entrance, we could go all the way out to the front door of your house, down to the street, and walk up your driveway
Around.
all the way around to the ire of our wives and
Can I
whole
say,
table.
I've known you guys long enough that I can, read certain intangibles. Like I can read body language, and I can tell that while Keith knows that this is a fun story for the podcast, he's not stoked right now.
No, I felt bad. I felt very bad.
By the way,
Like,
it feels
Felt awful.
validating that you felt bad.
I felt terrible.
Really bad.
Of course, you felt bad. Of course.
I didn't talk to you
And
very
of
much
course,
after that. 'Cause
I
like,
know.
I don't want to further bother Miles.
I know, and
Yeah,
you know what?
we were going to apologize to you in the moment. We were like, no, we
No,
don't want
that's
to
not
ruin
good.
this
It's a
wedding even more.
It feels validating that you felt bad. You're forgiven. I understand.
You're very
that-
sorry.
By the way, I understand the trap. I didn't know my wedding planner was preventing you from leaving. That's challenging.
Some lady.
As soon as the
I didn't
speeches
know her.
started, we tried to go back to our table.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we was like,
Like, no, you can't leave. There's a toast happening.
But then
So
we
I'm
couldn't
like,
hear the toast.
Okay, can't hear it. It's a toast. Must be over by now. It's been 30 seconds.
But
It's
a
a
toast
toast.
is not a speech.
It's a toast. She called it a toast.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Verbatim toast. And I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense because you wouldn't do speeches later. You would just do them all together. I was just very confused by that. I thought it was a toast. Didn't realize it was still going.
Yeah.
Definitely we were loud. I had fixed the toilet.
Hey, by the way,
Hey, you fixed
the
that
toilet,
toilet.
the whole night. People kept coming. My friend Alan came up to me, being like, "Hey, Miles, I've got a bunch of paper clips. We're fixing the toilet." He was like daisy chaining paper clips together,
and that's what I had stumbled upon. It's like it was
Right.
shattered. There were paper clips everywhere. I'm trying to reassemble the paperclip chain.
Yeah.
trying to make it work. It doesn't work, and I'm just telling like people, okay, here's. And I'm, every time, so what would happen is someone would walk up to use the bathroom because other people were in that line still doing that line thing, and they'd be like, "Can I use this bathroom?" It's like, well, here's the thing, and it would just become funnier and funnier because a new person would come and everyone in the room had already heard the story. I'm like, well, here's the thing. You can pee in there, but I don't know if you're going to be able to flush it without shoving your hand in the back of the tank of the toilet. And I'm not sure you want to do that at a
Probably
wedding.
not.
You know, the other funny thing is they closed the bar for the duration of the speeches. It's like as if they didn't want people to congregate inside during the speeches.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's funny. But I appreciate your feeling of bad, and I
felt bad.
Yeah.
forgiven. I'm glad you guys had a fun.
We brought the drama.
You brought the drama. Hey, by the way, You followed the invite.
We followed the invite.
Hey, there it is.
dramatic.
Understood the assignment.
Is that like the biggest fiasco of the wedding, so to speak? 'Cause that's pretty
so.
good if we got away with just that.
You know, you might be carrying a credit balance month after month. It can feel like you're in a never-ending cycle of debt with no end in sight, but there is a company called Upstart that can help you make that final payment so you can get ahead.
Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online.
Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date.
Rather than looking at credit score alone, Upstart considers other factors like your income, your current employment, and your credit history to find you a smarter rate for your loan.
You can check your rate without impacting your credit score in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000.
You can even receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan.
And find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/tryguys. That's upstart.com/tryguys. Don't forget to use our URL. Let them know we sent you.
Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application.
Upstart.com/tryguys.
What about in the lead up? Were there any like stressful things in the lead up to the wedding?
Our whole house. So to give context, our whole house was where the wedding was. So
And you normally have furniture.
we normally have stuff
Wow.
in our house. Obviously.
Not just many couches in the living room.
Right. Not just a million couches Sarah's been assembling forever. But so we moved all our beds out. So the biggest fiasco of I guess even before this was that we had to get an industrial kitchen up into the back of the back house of our house. So we went to rent our house. And in order for our caterer to...
That's where the food was coming from.
Exactly. So the food was coming from behind the back house. But in order to do that, so we have big stairs. There's no driveway to the back up there. You can't get up there.
No.
Our neighbors have a driveway. So we asked them, hey, would it be okay if we had the ovens? They're fucking a ton. They're like, a million pounds.
Big boys.
So they had to wheel the ovens up their driveway and then behind their house. And at first we were like, okay, have them do that, and then they can come around your house and then up to our house where the sidewalk is and go around into the back. So that was the original plan. We asked our neighbors, and they were like, yeah, that should be fine. Like, we totally, when we have a good relationship with them, they're very sweet. So we're like, that's the plan. And then like a week and a half before the wedding, the caterers come and they're like, there's not going to be enough space to go around their house and through. And we're like, okay, so what we'd have to do is take the fence out in order to get the stuff through.
Whoa.
And we didn't want to over ask our neighbors. Like and we kind of brought that up briefly, like we might have to move the fence. And they were like, I don't know, maybe you should go around. And so we're like,
What type of fence is it?
It's like a wooden fence. It's like put together.
Oh,
like
it's a real fence.
Like a real fence that it's not in the ground, but it is. There's big posts in the ground.
Yeah.
And so
You're gonna like take off the slats, keep the posts in.
we're gonna like
type of thing.
pull it out, slide it over, run the ovens through quickly before they can kind of notice and put it back. Ultimately,
It's not how fences work.
yeah, right. So ultimately, it ended up like that we did it the first time, and we were trying to be so quickly, and like they were out of the house for a little bit, so we're like, we'll just do it really quickly. There's no way they're gonna know, and everything was fine. We put it back, and then to get the ovens back out, we had to kind of tell them like, hey, we had to move the fence, and it ended up being completely fine. But it was a very stressful moment to like we had like a drill and like me and my dad and like my friend and we're like like picking up this giant fence. Get the ovens, get the ovens. Pushing it through, and they're like cramming these really heavy ovens through our neighbor's backyard.
Drill Team 6.
So you did all of this
nightmare. Yeah.
to save money to do it at your house.
You know what? You'd think
that was the intention.
You'd think, and that was our thinking initially, but absolutely not. Weddings are still
party
fucking
hard.
so expensive.
Just to party harder.
Yeah, really, like I guess that's the only reason we did it. Because initially we were like, well, if we do it at our house, it's gonna be way cheaper. There's no way it's gonna be really expensive, and it still was obviously fucking crazy expensive.
Now, why didn't we film it? Some Try Guys content.
That's a great question.
We could have monetized your wedding.
I mean, it'd be great. I mean, brought to you by fucking ExpressVPN.
Yeah.
We could say that in the vows, maybe.
Why didn't you stream it on Twitch?
Yeah, the Twitch viewers did want me to stream the wedding, and I thought, absolutely not.
You could have given a shout out during your vows.
Yeah.
all of those.
Oh,
all
for
of
like
those.
a big donation.
Hey, thanks for the dono. Anyway, love you, babe. I know. I was joking to Sarah before that my vows would just be, hey, let's keep it real and just fucking dap up.
I wonder if you can like the entire wedding becomes a business expense then.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, I was wondering, Keith, you shot at your wedding.
Yeah, but
Well,
it was at BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
They
So you
didn't
can
cover
only-
any
No way
expenses, but they
BuzzFeed paying
took
for
all
that.
they took all the revenue on
Yeah.
that.
It's
video.
really kind of fucked up.
It's super fucked up.
If the
But what can
IRS
you
is
do?
listening right now, I'm not having a wedding, but I am having a business banquet at which I will celebrate my vows, and it will be a full tax write-off.
Yeah, you're
Can
just,
you do
you're
that?
just filming a video at a set that just happens to be a banquet hall.
Here's the thing, Miles. You can write off anything. It's just a question of if they come after you.
Yeah, right. Is it fair?
What's the statute of limitations on that? Never, right? They can get you for taxes forever, I think.
I don't know.
Really?
I think that there's. I think
there's
that
gotta
it's,
be a limit.
I just try and follow the
You
rules.
kill somebody, though. They can also get you forever.
is that so? I thought there's
Yeah,
statute.
there's
of
no
limitations.
statute of limitations on murder.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, you should be, if you
Is
can
it?
hide
What are
long
you
enough-
hiding?
Yeah, no, that's what the Golden State Killer. They
Yeah.
finally
Yeah.
tracked him down.
So
He's
wait,
like in his 70s, thought he got away
what
with
even
it all.
is there a statute of limitations on?
The Zodiac, too, they just got.
Other stuff.
Well, but he died.
They knew who he was.
They found it good, but he's dead.
He's dead now.
You guys
did.
see there was like some dude that was hanging out with the Zodiac killer. He's like, my buddy Greg, he was the killer. No shit.
Oh, yeah. He was also leaving. He left a review on the Ted Bundy movie.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing. The Zodiac
Didn't
killer.
see that.
They found his IMDb profile, and he had left a
wow.
review.
He was like, this fucking loser.
Yeah, he was just like Ted Bundy's so overrated. Like left a review on a documentary about Ted Bundy.
So wait, what,
Weird.
I need to
He's like-
understand statute of limitations. What does it even apply to?
Statute of limitations on taxes.
What crimes can I get away with?
I think it's icky ones.
What do you mean icky?
I think like sexual harassment things
Oh,
expire
That's
and
icky.
some other things like that.
Well, that's not fun. Give
I
me
know.
the fun one.
That's why I didn't want to.
Give me the fun one.
Maybe theft. Hey, maybe theft.
theft.
and
Maybe
drugs.
theft.
Hey, maybe theft and drugs.
drugs.
Orange is the New Black. the whole-
Stealing and smoking, baby.
theft.
Snorting and drilling, girls.
snorting and drilling.
I don't know what drilling is,
Is
but
it-
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it like 7 years?
Well, I think for drugs it's 7 years because that's Orange is the New Black. She's like almost done with the statute of limitations, then they get her.
Okay, I did drugs 7 years ago.
Everyone.
We just talked about it.
I guess I did too. Thinking back, yeah, I've done. I mean, yes, technically, and sooner than that.
No,
too.
no, no, no,
I mean,
no,
I mean, let
Ooh,
this,
I
can this episode
accidentally
air in-
Googled how long is the Statue of Liberty, and it turns out it's 300 feet, 305 feet.
long.
Wow, that's impressive.
So many feet long.
That is
Do
impressive.
you know the Statue of Liberty is actually supposed to be a different color, but then it oxidized and
Yeah.
turned green.
It's supposed to be copper?
It's copper.
It
Yeah.
is copper.
It
that
is.
wow.
thing is a precious metal that we should tear down and utilize.
Turn into pennies.
It is. Copper is expensive.
Yeah.
Super fucking expensive.
That's people always steal the
Keith,
piping.
you want to just that's your platform you're running on. You want to destroy the
Sell
statue.
the statue for profit. Turn it into cables to tell that our information across the world.
I'm Keith Habsburg. I'm running for mayor of New York City. My plan, we're going to melt the Statue of Liberty.
Look, no one can go
Yeah,
up
well-
in the crown anymore. What's even the point? It's not like we're actually living by the old slogan, give us your tired, your poor. We're very rude to people who try to come into the country.
That's
huh?
true.
We don't let them in. So fuck off. Let's get rid of the lady and let's
God,
make some cables.
Melting down the Statue of Liberty would be such a fucking tragic metaphor for
It
where we
would.
are
Oh,
right
that
now.
would be tough.
It would be
Yeah.
so apt, but it would be that would be a big gut punch.
Yeah.
That would be like, wow,
Yeah.
like the country's over. Like
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, it was a gift.
That kind of shocked me.
It was a gift.
to
We
think
didn't
about.
make it.
When I was a
Everyone
kid, I
remember
went
that.
to
It was a gift.
from the French.
It was a gift.
Yeah, from
right.
France.
Yeah, you know, they
It
didn't.
was.
It's on them for not giving us a gift receipt.
That's a great point. Yeah, we can't return it.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I went to the Statue of Liberty, and I had the choice of climbing up all the way to the top. And I was a lazy kid, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not walking up all those. It's like a narrow,
And the lines-
spirally
Oh.
staircase.
Yeah.
I did. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
single scariest experience of my childhood, I think.
But you did it. And
I
you
did
have
it.
that memory. I
And
don't
I do have
it.
that memory.
Tell me about it, Ned. What was it like up there?
Well, it's a narrow, kind of rickety metal staircase. So
It's spiral, right?
it's a spiral metal staircase. So you are basically not enclosed. You feel like you're just out in the open on this thing. Just like wire metal
spooky.
in the middle of the statue, air all around you.
There's air up there?
Yes.
There's air.
Well,
in the
like
statue.
I'm saying it's not walled in.
Yeah.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
Tell me, my memory of it is that it's one of those that like two people can barely fit by, but like you kind of have to skinny up as you go through.
If someone's
And
going down, you have
thin.
to like squeeze to the side.
tourists are often not the most svelte. And so like as a kid, I was like, there's not enough room for people.
I think they have a separate exit
They should have
area,
two
but there were
staircases.
some people that went halfway up and then got scared.
Y'all.
And then
Really?
they were going back down. And this is the crown only. The torch was already closed by the time I was a 7-year-old. But that's got to be an
Have
even
you guys
crazier.
ever gone up in the St. Louis Arch?
No.
Never even been to St. Louis.
Bro, guys, have you, Rainie? It's fucking incredible.
What is it?
First of all, there's no stairs, baby. You have to get up it in this elevator that goes up and it does an arc.
That's cool.
And it's a 5-person escape pod. And you get in and you're like, this is how I will die. This is made as long ago as the arch was.
Yeah.
And it serves one function. It's to take you up and then take you back down. And you go up and it's kind of an okay view because it's just St. Louis. It's not like New York. Nothing against St. Louis, but it's not New York. So you go up, but it's very cool because you're like underground and you get in and you are in a pod that's not big enough for 5 people, but they put 5 people in there. And it goes and the way you go up, because it's going sideways, it goes.
Oh God. Jesus.
And Rainie knows what I'm talking about. She's like, yeah, man, it was terrifying for me too.
Wasn't it made over 100 years ago?
I don't know how long ago. Maybe by now.
Wow. That's horrifying.
I probably not. When did they start getting mechanical elevators? In the 20s?
I don't know.
Or in the 30s? 40s?
30s?
Could have been before that.
Do they have the people?
They have a belay system just running people up. I feel like elevators have been around for longer than that.
I have no idea.
I don't know. When was electricity?
I mean, I guess dumbwaiters were in the late 1800s, right? But those were
Wait. They were no. They were wait. It was wait. That was used like it was just counterbalance. So there's no mechanical.
I was like, wait.
No, I was asking you to wait.
What?
It was wait.
Who was on second?
Yeah, no, it was because like there's no mechanics. So I think they had elevators
Right.
for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. It's counterweights, but then you still somebody had to pull.
I guess so.
And yeah. Okay, y'all, if you've listened to this show, especially if you listened recently, you know that I am OBSESSED with Best Fiends. Obsessed. Dude, I love Best Fiends. I'm not even kidding. I was playing it yesterday. I truly love it. It's a great puzzle game. You know, you're matching up things, you're killing slugs, and then you get little guys, and the little guys you have better power-ups like clearing the row horizontally. It's dope. There's all these little prizes you can get. I love it. You can play it offline. It saved me when I was traveling once. I didn't have anything else charged. I was like, oh my gosh, I have Best Fiends, and I played for 4 hours straight. I'm not kidding. And there's new content added all the time. And not to brag, but I am at level 125 right now. Those hard puzzles really are quite hard. They normally take me about 8 attempts to do, and it's really fun. I love a good challenge. There's always a fresh challenge waiting for me, and there's several fresh challenges waiting for you, baby. So download Best Fiends free today at the App Store or Google Play. That's Best Friends without the R. Best Fiends.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
We are officially irrelevant.
Oh, nice.
Oh no.
How so?
That's so vague. And
The
also
nominations
sad.
for the 2021 Streamies just came out while we were
Whoa.
recording this podcast. Feels like the Streamies just happened. I'm like, oh shit, another year's gone by.
Yeah.
And the Try Guys, 2 years ago, won Show of the Year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 measly years later, we have 0 nominations.
Zach, I got bad
Wow.
news for you.
But
We had 0 nominations last year.
false.
I thought we did.
We were nominated for Show of the Year last
We
year.
were?
We
yeah.
were?
I don't think we were.
We weren't.
Did we even submit?
Oh.
No,
Did
we didn't.
even submit?
Oh.
Bro,
this
last year was 2020.
Oh shit! So 3 years ago we won.
Yes.
And 2 years ago we lost.
Yeah, we've been
And
irrelevant
last
for
year
a
we
whole
didn't
year.
go.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Bro, this has already happened.
Oh, so we're still irrelevant.
You're living in the past.
Yeah. Wow.
We went from hosting and winning to nothing.
Jesus. How are you guys okay?
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Don't invite me.
Fuck that. But we forgot to announce
yeah.
the biggest news.
Oh.
I can't believe that we saved this for the very end of the episode when people have already turned this shit off. Guys, today's Thursday. In a mere Friday, Saturday,
2 days.
2 days. This Saturday, you get the grand, the long-awaited, the much-anticipated return of the greatest series to ever grace the internet.
Bachelor. Oh. No.
Candid Competition returns for a 3-episode season.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little teaser. It's inspired by Miles's real life. It's based on Miles' life. It's a whole wedding season. Where Miles and I have teamed up to kind of explore all the sides of the wedding industrial complex. So in the first episode, we are finding out where is the best place to propose. We went around to 5 different restaurants and proposed in public. Again and again and again and again and again, and it was mortifying.
It's truly such a treat. And I think the series asks the question, how close can you get to kissing your boss without actually doing it on camera?
Yeah, one of us perhaps suckled on the other one's neck.
Or both.
Or both.
Love you, buddy. Love you, buddy.
We're still working on episodes 2 and 3, but I will tell you that episode 1 is complete, and it is among the finest half hours of internet television.
I mean, how does this
watch.
rank as like all-time trilogies? Like,
I think it's pretty up
probably
there.
like better than Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean,
Certainly better than the prequels.
Most trilogies fall apart at 3, you know. So if I could pull this off, it might be the best one ever.
Wow.
Rainie was telling me she was talking to Jack, and she was like, "What's your favorite thing to shoot here?" And he was like, "Cannon competition."
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, it's a blast. It's so ridiculous and it's scary.
It is scary.
It's scary.
It's terrifying.
I stopped doing those kind of shoots. I don't like being scared in public. I don't like tricking people.
Yeah, it is scary.
And
intimidating.
Jake, our new Patreon producer, made a candid competition featurette exclusively for Patreon.
I gotta see it. I haven't seen it.
Patreon.com/tryguys which is who's canceling candid competition.
Ooh. You know, so the last season left off on a cliffhanger, and I was debating whether to even include scripted components to this season at all, because we did find in our retention graph, they don't actually make
People didn't like them.
Well, it's, you click on a video. Look, our Try Guys fans, they want to watch the video, they know. But most people, you click on a video, it's like, who makes the best wedding cake?
Yeah,
and then you click on
know who makes the best wedding cake.
And then it starts with like this scripted, what the fuck am I watching? So I wasn't going to do it. And then I had one, I was like, well, I need a cold open for the season. Oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, this story spewed out of my heart. I didn't write it. I frankly, I truly believe I am not the creator of Canon Competition. I'm merely a vessel through which it explodes through my body.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the network is
irresponsible in some way.
So I'm going to tell you guys, because you're our greatest
rights holder.
You're our inner circle. You may watch this season and go, "What the fuck? Like, this isn't the story where the story left off. This is like a whole new story." You're right, but you may also be wrong.
Whoa!
I got chills.
Literal chills.
When you read the script, I sent it to you on your wedding day.
Yeah.
I imagine you dropped everything.
I did, obviously.
And what was your reaction when you read?
Pure joy, because I think it parodies everything that I love about television.
Wow.
Yeah.
Close up of the ground, a champagne glass slowly drops.
How was it
shatters
good? I should have done that.
Miles' face.
Yeah, the ending is one of the most exciting endings of all time, I think.
I mean, the ending of episode 1 is stunning.
Yeah.
And it will only be topped by the ending of the season. So just fucking stay, look, Marvel has trained you to stick around to the end of the episode, and I expect that same level of reverence.
Yeah.
Yep.
You better watch every fucking second, because when you think the episode's over,
It's just begun.
It's just begun.
I need some advice. Gimme that advice, big boy.
Gimme that advice, big boy.
Go 4 miles, tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go 4 miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation.
Someone came to a Lou Burger show when I was on the road in a Miles Nation t-shirt.
Oh, that's great.
And they said, make sure you tell Ned. See, Ned? Somebody bought one.
Advice that'll go 4 miles.
See what I did there?
That's
Bring
right.
them back.
I presented it as a challenge.
What the fuck's up, Miles Nation? I'm back and more married than ever. How's your Thursday going, huh?
Hey, all right. Woo.
Have you ever wanted to eat it all?
Is this directed at me?
Have you ever wanted to get in there and suck?
Oh, yeah.
Get in there and suck.
I went on a honeymoon. We went to an island. It was remote. It was flooded. We pivoted. There wasn't Wi-Fi. Crash
Why didn't we
land
tell that
2
story?
days later. I'm on a freaking bus back to Cancun with my bride-to-be, staying at an all-inclusive resort.
Bride to be.
Bride to be?
Bride
On a
of.
honeymoon?
Bride. Well,
I think you just say bride.
Bride is.
Bride.
And we ate it all. We had everything. All for the price of fun.
Well,
and my advice this week is to go
Probably.
to an all-inclusive resort.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Couldn't disagree with you more. but go
All-inclusive
ahead.
resorts are generally nasty and fucking stinky.
Yes.
Gross, bad, farty. Zach's on his phone.
You go to the right one.
And and Sarah was hesitant and I was hesitant, but it turns out the island we wanted to honeymoon on was flooded. There wasn't internet. It was bad. But it could be good, but at the time we went, it was not.
The Fire Fest of honeymoons.
It was, yes, sort of like that. It turned out that it was not where we wanted to be, but we pivoted, we laughed, we said, we thought we would unplug, we need to plug back in. And we had so much fun going to the Hyatt Ziva, not a spawn, but hey. And it was an all-inclusive resort, and I'm talking about 8 restaurants. The food, I would say
pretty good.
80% hit rate, which
Wow.
is huge.
That is really good.
For an all-inclusive resort. Because the worry is that, it's all-inclusive, but it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I'm used to a 35% hit rate.
Yeah, right. And it was, I would say, 80% hit rate. I'm talking about the Tradewinds Steakhouse. I'm talking about Le Bastille. Again, this is not sponsored.
You've learned the names.
Yum.
It was, I think that it would be the perfect group trip.
I'm talking about Bubba Grump shrimp.
No, Bubba Grump would have been
Bubba Grumpy.
fantastic. But I'm
Bubba
talking
Grumpers.
about all-inclusive alcohol, all-inclusive room service, all-inclusive
Whoa.
booze.
Whoa.
I'm talking about eating a steak and shrimp a little bit.
Right.
Stony. Well, I guess not because I'm in a foreign country.
7 years ago,
definitely
you were
weren't.
stoned.
Definitely was not.
Decriminalized in Mexico.
Oh, yeah. So, hey.
There's no
But-
weed down there.
There's definitely no weed down there, though. But so I'm talking about going to a steakhouse, eating a steak, eating the shrimp, going back to the room,
Yep.
ordering room service.
Wow.
Okay?
Double up.
That's what I'm talking
You do
about.
kind of feel encouraged to fucking go for it when you've
Yeah.
already paid for everything. I went to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. I didn't enjoy myself.
I heard that.
The food was not good.
It kind of sounds like you had one bad experience.
I think we did.
And it spoiled you on the thing for. I had a great all-inclusive experience on my honeymoon.
It's hit or miss.
And I
Yeah.
think it's like, if you get a good place, right? You have a place that you like,
Yeah.
and you're going to eat reasonably most of the meals there. It just feels nice to know that you've already paid for it.
Oh, and my big tip, and this is how we did it, was we got a credit card in anticipation for the honeymoon. You spent the amount you have to spend to get the big bonus point thing,
yeah.
and then use those points to get the thing. And it was just in that case, it's holy shit, this is essentially free. It's not, but it's free in
right.
that we didn't have to pay extra for the honeymoon stuff.
yeah.
And fucking A, it was
Yeah,
great.
that's smart.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's smart.
That's
And
cool.
My pro tip,
Yep.
don't drink the cocktails. They're always bad and weak.
Always bad. I
Beer
would
wine.
Just get good beers,
Yeah.
or you can normally specify which alcohol you want, and
that's
just
cool.
get good tequila shots. That's what we did. Basically, good tequila shots and nice beer. But it gets dangerous because it'll be 10 a.m. You're walking through, and then you're like, well, I guess I should have a margarita.
Yeah.
Because I've already paid for 30 margaritas.
It's included.
today,
All
and
included.
I need more of them.
It's kind of like you're getting a state of mind,
Yeah,
right?
I
It's
agree.
not so much about the actual consumption. It's about the state of mind. Zach probably hates it because he doesn't drink, and that's a lot of what you pay for.
Yeah,
But
it's a big waste of money.
In the
it's a-
fit, he doesn't need
it's-
anything.
Zach, it's a state of mind.
State of mind. Guys, I've made a huge mistake.
What?
We were nominated.
Are we relevant?
We were nominated for streaming.
I'm gonna cut.
Wow.
I have to cut.
I take it back.
I thought you were going
Streamies is one of my favorite.
a little heavy.
I gotta tell you what, I love the Streamies. The way I feel like we're sort of synonymous with them at this point. We've been besties.
Yeah,
We've been
right?
besties.
And you love yourself.
I love me, and I love
I'm
the
definitely
Streamies.
gonna cut that. If you know, we said things that they were cut out.
Wait, tell us more.
The final award at the very end of the page, the very
Just
bottom.
didn't scroll down far enough.
Social impact campaign, leftover roulette, the Kroger Zero Hunger Zero Waste Foundation.
Hell yeah.
Our Instagram series.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
So we were nominated for doing good. We were nominated for getting paid to do good.
Do good.
Right.
I love it's under branded social impact. So it's we're going to award the brand that's kind of sort of saving the world.
Hey, all right. Hey, you know what? I've always been a big fan of the streamies and award shows.
Kroger is committed to eliminating food waste in their stores by 2025.
Yeah,
pretty
good.
awesome.
Actually, it's a great series. I'm
It is really
that's
fun.
great. That's great. It makes me think that we didn't submit our own because somebody else submitted that for us.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Kaylin always submits us. I
think
think she
we get
didn't this
submitted.
time. She
No.
submitted us-
We didn't submit. It was our choice.
Oh, yeah.
It was
We actually didn't want.
We weren't rebuffed. We didn't want.
It's free to submit nowadays.
We didn't even
so
want
Oh,
it.
it is, yeah.
Everybody should.
We didn't even want to submit. I didn't even want an award. I just felt like it was time to share. That's like how cool I am.
I can't submit to things.
What? Who are we up against?
That.
Yeah.
We get a
Because
trash.
it's a pretty good social impact.
Yeah,
Is there
it was.
something better out there?
This is, by the way, this definitely is going to be one of the non-televised awards.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
None of it's televised.
We are up against Extreme Barbie Makeover, Dreamhouse Reveal by Mr. Kate,
Boo.
Gaming to Fight Alzheimer's, FaZe Clan and Seth Rogen. Ooh, that's going to be tough.
Oh,
to
Seth,
beat.
that
Seth
might
Rogen's
be-
going to win.
That's going to be tough.
What is he
Uh,
doing with a phase person? Seth Rogen, no. No.
Well, he's trying to fight Alzheimer's.
No,
He
he
cares about
chose
that.
the wrong teammate.
Face cam is tough.
Gaming While Black, Doritos Solid Black Initiative,
I love Doritos.
and
I like Doritos.
Make a Wish. So we just need to crush Make a Wish and Alzheimer's, and we
Yeah.
got this.
Hell yeah.
Tough.
I'm not sure if we should win anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know what? Kind of back to saying fuck the streaming. I'm kidding. I love streamies and it's great.
Should we submit this episode for Best Podcast next time?
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Well, it's been fun, guys. And the drilling stopped.
Yeah.
It did.
And I have to pee.
Well, we're going to keep this conversation going. Head on over to patreon.com/tryguys for the afterpod. You get one bonus episode every week, and you are supporting the show.
Actually, you're going to get the part of the podcast that we cut out.
Yep, that's right.
You're going to get the hot, juicy goss.
We'll let you know what we really think about the streaming.
But
Yeah.
join our community. Become a Triceratops today. And otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Heath, hit us with the official TryPod theme song.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you like having fun? Well, the fun has just begun. Get onto your day. Finish putting your laundry away. We've had a great hour learning about how Keith and Ned ruined Miles' wedding. And get back into folding up your bedding. It's the TryPod.
Until next time, stay beautiful.